Well, we're here today to look at this old bucket of bolts, but this ain't no ordinary bucket of bolts. It is a 1963 Ford F100 Unibody, which means the bed and the cab are all one continuous body piece. From what I know, this was my Uncle Kevin's truck, and they put it down here on this piece of land to do some work on the land. So, but it's been sitting here since 1991, and we're here today to see if the engine is seized or not, and if we can get it running and get it out of here and give it some new life. Now let's crack this hood open here.
How did I do this before?
Okay, there we go. Holy crap. There's a safety latch in here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's come up over my head.
That's okay. Wow. Look at that.
I'll put that over here.
So this is what we're working with, guys. It is, in fact, what I thought it would be. It is the inline six, or the what they called the mileage maker back in the day. Not sure if this thing would get above 12 miles a gallon these days, but that was good for back then, I guess. But yeah, I think this is the first time this hood has been open in about 30 years. Look at this. We got some mouse house down there, I think, or just leaves. Not entirely sure. But yeah, let's get to seeing if we can open this hood more. All right, here, let's just grab it from here so we're not bending the hood here.
It looks like this is wanting to pry.
Out this way, out that way. Looks like that might be all she's got. I don't want to do that too much
Tell you
more.
what, look, this spring is detached from where it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll have to get a screwdriver down here. And, look at that, but
There's no way I'm pulling that with my bare hands.
no, there's no way.
His wiring looks fine.
I know. So we got a single brake master cylinder. That was standard for back then. What that basically means, if you had a brake line blow, you had no brakes. So that was pretty dangerous. But what I just figured out a second ago, look at this. I think we're in luck. I think we're golden. I think we're working with a pretty good engine here. So let's pop all these wires off and get the spark plugs out and see if we can't crank her over by hand. All right, so we brought a socket set down. I'm not really sure if any of these are going to be the right size, but probably original plug wires from whenever this thing was last driven. And again, I'm not really sure how to read any date codes on any parts or anything. I'm not really that experienced mechanic. Not really at all, really. So this is new for me. But the spark plugs look in good shape. They're not rusted on the outside or anything. Let me see if I got a good Lord. Good God. Too big, too small. There we go. That was even smaller. That's not what we want. Apparently I don't know how to work a socket set here. Oh, those bolts are actually pretty big, so I might need to go even bigger. Watch it be the one we don't have. Oh, you know what? There it is. That's the ticket. I'm gonna take this spark plug out. Oh, and it's black as coal. I don't know if that's focusing or not. As you can see, yeah, there's a lot of carbon buildup in there, but there's no rust, which is good. If there's rust in there, which I probably wouldn't be able to turn over the engine if there was. But let's get the rest of these off here. Good God, I can't even get this out.
It's gonna really suck when you get into that tighter spot there.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be it. I could probably move that, but
Right here.
oh, come on now. There you go. Let's see. Cylinder number 2. That's come on, focus now. There we go. Carbon built up again, so they're a little rusty on the. Yeah, there's some rust on the outside here, right there, but I'm not sure if that means bad or good or neutral or weird or funky or okay. Well, I just pulled this line back and one of the lines snapped, so this is pretty old.
Yeah, but that's pretty expected for the tubing.
Also, they got a clear air filter on here, so, or not an oil filter, so I almost wonder if someone's tried to get this running in the past. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So usually on older engines, the let's pretend this is the oil filter. It's usually mounted underneath the engine, and you turn it tight and you fill it with oil first. Right here, if you bring the camera over here, I'll show it to you. But just down here, it's mounted to the side, so filling that with oil and then putting it on is going to be messy. So, but we shall see. So I think, not sure what that is, but there's something dripping down there. But hopefully that doesn't have to do with the electronics here. But let's see if I can't get these off. These spark plugs are actually coming out pretty easily, which is good, which means the threads aren't messed up. That's pretty much out. Yep, same deal, carbon again. So that's, so far all the cylinders look pretty good. I don't want to speak too soon, but. Yep, more of the same, so. Let's see here. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Ugh. came out in the socket. Okay, last cylinder here. Oh, that's the wrong way.
I think that's the wrong way.
Okay. I was gonna say it was fighting me a little bit the other direction, so. Okay. And more of the same there. All right, so what we can do now, bring it a little closer, now that there's no compression. So yeah, we got a little bit of movement there. What we'll do now, we can pour some oil down the cylinders and see what it does then. But radiator's in good shape, that's good too. Get a little bit of a hiss there. And the coolant actually looks good.
We didn't bring any oil.
So there's coolant in it. It doesn't look horrible, at least from up here. Yeah, so. Let's see if I can get this back on. Okay, let's see if this air cleaner is going to give us any trouble here. Oh, it does not want to come off though. I wonder if you're even able to. Oh, we probably need to find it. Actually, never mind, I got the screw. There's our carburetor. That's a pretty tiny one for what I thought it was. Usually the V8s had the bigger ones. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that fell off. Well, that's moving, so that's good. This is in surprisingly better shape than I thought it would have been. So, this is pretty crazy. But yeah, knowing me, I was a dummy and didn't bring a funnel with me, so it's probably.
Did you bring oil?
Yeah, I brought Marvel Mystery Oil. All right, so what Cameron's gonna do here? Here. Oh yeah, finish that.
Finish that.
Yeah, finish. Stay hydrated, boy. There you go. Yeah, don't drink the Marvel Mystery Oil, but.
How long do you think I should make it? Stop like here or lower?
Probably go a little bit higher than that. Yeah.
Yeah, that way you can.
Here's that knife here.
Think here?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I might need to. You know what I mean? Pressurize it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lesson to be prepared, fellas.
We were.
We were.
This is
We
what
just
being
didn't bring
prepared looks like.
Which if oil spills all over the engine, I don't really care. It's gonna go away eventually. Okay, here, hold on. There you go. Show us what you've created. There you go. Perfect. What we're gonna do now is pour some oil down the cylinders. It's kind of fighting me still when I'm trying to turn it, but it's not seized, so that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's fine that there's still some water in here. That's probably not that bad.
I would say, yeah, probably.
Try it out with my shirt.
I got a shirt we will do. Okay, so I'm just drying out this makeshift funnel we made. Basically, we're just gonna. Oh yeah, that's perfect. We might have been able to screw this thing in.
Yeah. Genius, dude. We might not have needed it. You probably might be able to just get this straight in there.
Honestly, let's try it.
We just did that for nothing. Yeah, let's see. But some of them are going to be harder to get that angle like that in between all that. So.
Let me see that knife again. Got our Marvel Mystery Oil. This is what I was reading that you should put in the cylinders just to kind of lubricate it before you start trying to turn it over. Which is always a good idea. It's probably made for this because it's probably way too much. That's perfect.
Load goes a long way.
Oh, that just went all over the...
It's fine. You cannot mess this thing up more than it's already been.
Yeah.
Sitting out here 30, 36 years.
30, yeah, something
35.
like that. Okay, here's where I might need the funnel.
Yeah. You need me to hold it?
Yeah, if you could.
I can do...
I'll move you guys in here.
Right here. Oh, that's gonna be annoying, dude. Can you aim for me? Tell me where I'm at. I'm not hitting it.
Okay, just push her in right there, and then we should be okay.
Is she spilling out at the bottom?
No. Funnily enough, not
Pretty
really.
good. Funnily enough.
Why is there?
Is this a dead spider? Look at how big that thing is.
Holy yeah, that's huge. Holy crap.
All right, you want me switching this?
Yeah, that's probably all I need that one for. I'm probably using way too much of this. You guys can berate me in the comments, but yeah, so we're just gonna let that sit a little bit. Okay. All right, maybe we could start trying to do something with it, but in the meantime, let's just let this sit for a little bit. God damn, I used almost the whole bottle. Probably way too much, but you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, another cool thing about this, I'm gonna take you guys off here.
Any glass around here that you don't need? You ever bust one of these and just chuck it?
Oh yeah, well I don't want to break those because they might still work.
Not these.
Oh, like the spark
Any
plugs.
glass.
Yeah.
Oh, the spark plugs you don't want to break?
Yeah, because these, yeah, Champion brand spark plugs. But they look pretty good. They're pretty dirty, but they're not rusty, which is good. They're just got a lot of carbon on them. But basically, if you take one of these, and I'm sure a lot of you know, if you break one of these porcelain pieces off and you chuck it as hard as you can at a piece of glass, it just shatters, which is pretty insane. But yeah, let's take this time to show you a little bit more about around this truck here. Let's go around the other way. So it is a custom cab, which was the top of the line trim level for the time. This door does not like to stay open, but I think it has a 4 on the floor, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's the number 4 on there, and then there's reverse. Unfortunately, it's not connected, so we're gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, what's weird to me is when I took pictures of this when we first came out here, it has 3 different switches labeled lights. 2 of them are directional. And wipers, air, which that one's stuck, ignition. I think this is supposed to be an Uga horn when someone had this last, but I can't see it in the engine. It's mission and turn signal stock, so that's unfortunate. I'm sure I'll find it around somewhere, and that might be push start. I'm not sure though, we'll have to see. But if you notice, the exterior paint color and the dash are not the same. So these trucks actually did not come with this Statesman blue or sky blue color. They actually came with, they called, I can't remember what it was, something turquoise, but it was a turquoise, whatever.
See green, you can see in the back of the
Yeah, there you go. That's what the original color used to be. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Excuse me. Not really sure what the original color was, to be honest with you, because this is all just peeling off. I mean, we got yellow, green, blue, whatever. Well, that's a... But yeah, last time this was registered was in 1989 in Missouri. Yeah, there's no glass. That's been like that for, what do you say? Probably, yeah. That used to have more shards in it when I was younger. But I'll put a picture up on screen. I fell in love with this truck when I was about 8 years old, when my family first came to camp out here. And, oh yeah, there you go.
That's not even glass, dude. That's like plexiglass.
Yeah, I'm thinking, looking at it now, there's some cracks in the paint. It looks like they may have replaced this window with just something they could find in the scrapyard. Yeah, this... Here we go. Oh, yeah, there's some bugs living in this thing.
Now all we need is a leaf blower.
Well, this is rock solid. You can tell. But if I can, I thought I had a wood bed in it, but I don't know if it does. Think about it.
It looks like it right there. Or maybe not, actually.
Well, usually the older ones would have wood slats, but this one is
looks flush.
pretty flat on here, which hopefully I'm not going to catch a funky disease by touching all this. But but yeah, this thing's been out here. There's plants growing in the back, so
There's a plant growing them.
This truck comes with a garden, so. But yeah, let's get this closed.
On charge.
She's pretty solid. I don't think it was even closed to begin with. Maybe it's sitting open. But yeah, back here, it's got all the hubcaps left. The rear tires are different, which honestly, come back here, there's actually a tree stack that's on this. Yeah, right here. Look at this thing. That's probably what kept it from rolling down the hill all these years. And the tree's about to rot away.
Yeah,
so.
that is not gonna last long.
But yeah, if you want to see the tires, that's up to the rim in mud. So that's, here, look at the ground. That's up to the rim in dirt and earth. So this thing's been sitting out here a long, long time.
Are those tires on the other side different on the front?
These are, yeah, on the front they're different. But the ones in the cab, I think, is another one of these back tires. Let's see right here. So there's more of those. This is probably one of the original tires, or rims. And the front ones look like that one on the seat. But yeah, look at that. Look at that thing. There's a snake skin under there. Oh, and there's a rear view mirror in there, so that's good. Or a rear view mirror. I don't know if it's... Yeah, rear view mirror with dimming, actually.
Well, it's a different one.
I'm gonna touch around in here, the mirror. But yeah, that's a big ass snake skin. Yeah. But you can see squirrels and stuff been leaving nuts and everything in this car over the years. And hell,
I was just about to look at that.
Even the windows roll down. I mean, it doesn't sound good, but watch them not go back up. And it's been sitting out here, again, I'll say it again, for 35 years.
You want to open this, dude?
Yeah, we can. I think last time I checked, there was a mouse house in there. But that was 8 years ago, so let's just throw this in the bin.
We should probably cover it up when we leave today.
There you go. Yep. Good Lord.
And that's eating too.
And back with smoking was cool.
Oh.
I got that ashtray right there, which I think you can actually take out of the dash and empty it. And there's nothing really in there except a few spiders that have turned to dust. But yeah, so we got some new rims. They've been out. We have the door cards on the floor here, so that's good. Oh, this seat is so gonna have a dead spot in it with this tire that's been sitting here. But yeah, that's. Let's see. Can we find a date code for these tires? I don't know if I could read them, but. PSI. They're dry rotted as hell. I know that. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't really know how to read tire codes or anything, but there's numbers on here, so. We got a little friend stowing along. Oh, there he goes. But yeah, so this thing, honestly, it's a really weird option package because there's a lot of stuff on here that I can't find online anywhere, even though there's, how do you call it, a lot of information about these out there, and parts are plentiful too. Another thing we can do is check this out. Let's turn it here. The gas tank on these is behind the seat, which is going to be fun. So yeah, if you weren't convinced this was the death trap, oh, we got a little friend right there.
Wait, where?
A little spider. Oh, two of them. Wow. Look at those guys. They honestly.
Oh, one of them, a spider just ran across the back over here.
Oh wow.
Big one.
But yeah, so basically, long story short, a lot of stuff has been living in this truck for as long as it's been down here. Obviously, I mean, look at this stuff. All that's nuts and stuff that squirrels put away for winter. They said, "Oh, there's an old truck out here. Let's just put them in here," you know. All that crap.
More snake skin.
Oh yeah, more. Yeah, holy crap. So that's something we gotta be wary of. Another thing we should check too before we forget is the underside. That's
Yeah, jack it up.
The reason we came down here is to make sure that the frame is actually in good shape. As far as jacking this thing up, I'm not sure it's going to.
Well, we're kind of screwed with this right here.
I know.
Huge divot.
And that thing is super short. I'm not seeing any ticks on me. Actually I do, but they're on my shoes only. Yeah, they're not inside my clothes.
Oh, I gotta show off my easy 3 billions over here. There's a tick right there.
But I almost wonder if we could put the jack underneath this corner or something. That or just stick the camera underneath there and see if we can see it.
There, go ahead.
Yeah, let's see. This is what we didn't do last time because we were being attacked by ticks. And honestly, the frame doesn't look that bad, man. Yeah, dude. That's gonna be salvageable, I think. Let's get on the ground and see. Okay, cross member's been mostly in the dirt. But even then, it's got surface rust, and that's about it. Even the suspension components don't look that bad. Honestly, parts of the bumper look worse. And it's not something we really need. It's going to need new shocks, I think. I'll go on a limb and say it might need new shocks and maybe a set of new tires. Not sure, though. What do you guys think? But, yeah. What do you think, Cameron?
Dude, I think this is going to be light work in the long run.
Yeah.
And worth it.
Yeah. She got good bones. She's got really good bones. But here, let's check out the rear end, too. Let's not leave any stones unturned for this whole thing. The rear end is still painted. There's that tree we were seeing. Exhaust has got some leaks in it. But again, that frame looks pretty decent for having sat for 31 years, or 35 years, I remind you.
Busted out, and this I just pulled open a little bit, but I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's gonna shut.
Which is funny, this mirror right here is different than the other side, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, no, this thing's got smoker windows, so if you want to smoke a cigar running down the highway in your highway gear and your 4-speed, you can do that. Which I think, here, I'm gonna sit inside this thing. Probably a bad idea, but you close it real quick. So the door handle even works too, so that's pretty freaking crazy. Which I think I just pissed a wasp off, so we're about to, oh fuck, oh shit. Oh God, I hate wasps. But yeah, weirdly enough, the door locks have been taken out of it too. That or they just fell off, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I won't really know what the nature of the beast with the brakes are until we can get this thing aired up and out of here. But other than that, I think these could hold air if we tried hard enough. But yeah, let's see. Now let's check the fuel tank. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's
I can smell it from here, dude.
yeah, dude.
There's no way you can even, I mean, actually you can see further in there than I thought with the camera.
Let's see. I don't know how that's coming. I can barely see the screen, but that's crazy. The fact that the gas cap is still with it too, because a lot of times you find these and they're just gone. But yeah, so yeah, looking at this thing, I don't think this window was original, but because all of them I see they don't have that. But then again, it could have been an option. But yeah, imagine driving this thing down the road.
Yeah.
Man. This is so cool.
This actually came factory
Yeah, oh yeah.
installed.
That's your.
That's
We
your
ought to
thing.
just staple that thing right there. What do you think?
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, this thing ought to clean up real nice. We get it off. See, look at this. All kinds of lichen and stuff on there. That's been baking in the sun for years and years and years and years. But I think, that being said, so I know this is not the original paint color that was on it, but I think I might just keep it the way it is and put a clear coat on it for a while and see how I like the patina. Or we can paint it the original color eventually. I don't know. You guys be the judge, but I think that'd be kind of cool either way, to be honest, to get it back to either its original glory or not. It's just patina. Let me see how this window's gonna go. Okay, that used to roll down 8 years ago, but not so anymore. All right, now I think what we should do before we leave is see if this oil has set off. Usually this kind of stuff takes overnight, but I don't really know what's going on. I think this belt is honestly what's helping this move, to be honest. Yeah, I think honestly, if we can figure out wiring, this probably would try and start. It's just, I don't have the money for a battery right now, unless we steal someone off of somebody else's car. But I don't know if I want to take it out of my car because it's probably gonna do some funky stuff with the radio and all that. But yeah, so I think what we do now is put the spark plugs back in and call it a day, and we'll
take the battery out of my car.
Yeah. The one you're about to sell. They can't drive it without a battery, man. Which, as far as firing order goes, I'm not really sure. They're kind of short enough to where you can kind of tell where they went, because that one would be weird right there. 1, 2, 3 maybe. I'm not sure, but probably should have kept track of that. I was doing it. But yeah, let's put these spark plugs back in and wrap it up here, I think, for today.
We can always review the footage on the order of those.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which, pro tip, pay attention to what you're taking off, because if you don't know where it goes, it's kind of hard to put it back on. I should have thought about that, but you know I didn't. So, but yeah, so the engine, I can feel it turning over. It's fighting me at a certain point. Yeah, I think that's promising. I think that's a lot better than I thought it would, because if it had rust, it would not have moved at all. Like in the cylinders, it would not have moved. So I think what we'll do, yeah, is just kind of leave it until we come back, and that oil should have soaked through all the cylinders, and we'll go from there. But I don't know, maybe it's not good to leave marble mixture oil in cylinders for a while, but who knows?
I mean, what else can we do? Take it back out?
Yeah, we could, honestly. Get a siphon going or something.
No way, dude. I'm not sucking this thing off, dude.
Yeah, I wish I could get this air cleaner open, because there's no way that you have to throw this entire piece out.
Look at the foil up in here.
What is that? What do you mean?
Right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, someone had the wherewithal to do that. So there's probably not a mouse house in here. Also, but there is a spider house in here. These, yeah, that's an egg sack right there. Think we should get that out or leave them be?
The spider's on there.
Yeah, there's also one in here. Yes, one of them's got eggs. So I don't know if I want to fuck with this guy or not. I think we just put her back on and let it go, you know. It's just... There it is. Alright. Yeah, glad to know there's someone thought of to put tin foil in there so nothing would crawl up in there and make a nest. Obviously the rest of the truck they found fit for their apartment complex, but yeah. But yeah, also, yeah, that original color too. You can see it right there a little bit. Yeah, just for that hole.
Gosh darn her. Oh my gosh.
I broke his ankle, but yeah, that's, I'm thinking that's what the original paint color was. But then again, these under panels are also painted that color, so I don't know if someone took the time to actually paint that when the front grill was off, but I don't know. But also changing headlights is really easy too. These are probably also sealed beam headlights. And what that means is that usually on a car there's a bulb inside there, but this whole assembly right here is the bulb. There's probably, you see probably a little glass housing in there for the halogen. But literally, if you needed to replace these, which used to be glass, you would take this whole assembly out and put a new one in for a new bulb. And they still make them today. So we'll probably still be able to use the, I imagine they still work, to be honest. Because they're not fogged over or anything. But
All right, I guess reassembly.
yeah.
Put all that crap back in the cab.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's going to be it for today. Oh, if we can get this closed, that'd be great. Really hope I didn't just break that hood. I think I did. Nope, she's good. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Join us next time for when we actually probably pull this thing out of the woods and do some more preliminary maintenance on it. So thanks for watching, and make sure to check us out on YouTube. Thanks.